Watercooler.
Wow, wow, wow.
Don't decide to do it again.
Watercooler.
Wow, wow, wow. Hey, welcome to Watercooler. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are fresh off our movie night earlier this week, and we'll talk about it in a little bit. But you know how the show goes. All right, Chris Locks, I'm on to kick it with my boys. With me today in studio, Gary Smith.
What's up?
Yeah.
Mike Dawson.
Gary kept his energy up on that. Chris, you dropped a sincere level on take 2.
What?
Yeah. I just broke the third wall. Hi, I'm Mike Dawson. Welcome to the show.
And with me today, all the way in Austin, Texas, Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Matt. No Kalen Bean today,
Oh, yeah.
but
No flicking the bean.
he did join us for our movie night last week where Dawson got to pick the movie. We did a commentary over it. It's available on our Patreon.
It's fantastic.
It was amazing.
Dawson picked Rocky 4. And look, I love the Rocky movie. So I think it's definitely worth a listen. No, it was weirdly revealed how little of the water cooler has seen a Rocky movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because you guys, I guess you started with Rocky, which we discussed this, the first one, and that was way more of a drama than a sports movie.
Right.
You
And a
know, than an
montage
action
movie.
sports movie.
Yeah.
But then Rocky 2 came back, and then it became, you know, less of a drama and more of like, fuck yeah, Rocky, dude.
Dude, Rocky 4 is straight up montage. Montage after montage. It's a
30%
montage
of the
of
movie.
montages.
Yeah, Kalen
It
looked
was
up.
peak montage,
It was peak montage.
including a montage
Yeah,
that
of
had
peaks.
a peak in it.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
It was
greatest
amazing.
thing about the montages, though, is the Rocky montages first. Best montages of all time are Rocky montages.
Yeah, people should, if
And-
you're making a montage, you should look at what Rocky has done.
The soundtrack to the montage, they have to be these totally inspirational Rocky songs
Yes.
because of that original score. And then, you know, by the time Eye of the Tiger came out to lead Rocky 3 into legendary status, they had to come back real strong with Rocky 4. And the way they came back with it real strong was by taking montages from all the rest of the Rocky movies
Yeah.
and throwing them in.
Well, look,
Which
it just
was
makes,
great.
It just makes good business sense, right? Because Stallone's writing all of these. So he gets to the fourth one, he's like, I got
I don't
60
know.
pages. Like, you know?
Yeah. It was a fight of rush.
TFG?
Yeah, that got a little weird at the end there.
No, the elevator pitch for that must have been so short because Stallone had like a paragraph that was the script. And
Yeah.
he's riding the elevator with somebody and he goes, hey, yo, Russians.
Yeah.
Boom. Done.
Done.
Green light.
That's the movie. That's the movie. Make
Yeah.
it. Go and make
It's
it. now.
It's 1985. Yes, Russians. We're fresh off the Los Angeles Olympics.
Yeah. How many days do you need to film this, Sylvester? Like 2.
Yeah.
You're gonna film the whole movie in 2 days. Well, it's
We
gonna
gotta
be a
go
lot
to
of
Montana.
be a lot of flashbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's Rocky 4.
They did though. The if you notice in those montages, like half of the montages maybe from the movie were from previous movies, but they managed to throw in several montages of the current movie.
Yeah. No, they went deep. There were montages within montages, like
Yes.
Inception-like stuff. And I felt bad for Kalen because Kalen, before the movie started, he texted me. He's like, dude, I'm so excited. I'm like, why? He's like, huge Carl Weathers fan.
Oh fuck yeah,
Like,
nice,
big,
nice.
love Carl Weathers.
What's not to love?
Yeah, what's not to love?
And
We
then-
love, exactly. We love him and everything.
We won't spoil it, but
Yeah. And then, I mean,
something happens.
Yeah. He was so bummed. He's like, I'm going to watch another Carl Weathers movie because I'm so bummed. So he decided to watch Happy Gilmore. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll watch that one. He's really funny in that. Yeah, nothing can bum him out there. All right. So, of course, we got comments. Matt, do you have a Shay?
I think I do.
That's That's promising.
That's really what you want to hear.
Yeah. Okay, well, look, I'm very curious about that now. And also, look, we got Seggies for days. Come on. And Kalen, by the way, is finding more quarters, so make sure to tune into Patreon to hear what states he's uncovering now, if you can't hear the celebration in your state at the moment because people are partying.
He's not the only one finding quarters.
Yeah?
Mike Dawson found one.
I did. I was cleaning my studio over the weekend because it was raining. There's
You
nothing
guys
else
planned
to
this
do.
conversation?
No, I
it's,
happen to be in our Facebook group.
I put it up there. I'm cleaning up my studio, and I don't clean my studio very often. You know, usually when I'm mastering an audiobook, when I got nothing to do and all I got to do is listen. Then I'll go through and clean the studio. But I'm like,
good.
my parents are coming to town in a couple of weeks, so it's like, okay, dude, I got to clean the studio. I found a fucking quarter on the floor of the studio, and I picked it up, and I'm looking at it. And I had to take a picture of it to actually see the year, 1965. If it was 1964, it would have had a content of silver that would have made it worth like, I don't know, $10 or something like that.
Yeah.
Damn. So close. One
So
year
close.
off. You're the first year
So
of when they
close.
cheapened out
they
those
cheapened the
quarters.
quarter in 65.
I know.
That's a line. I'm going to put that in a country song.
Yeah.
You're like a 65 quarter.
When
Ain't no
need a
more
64.
silver in your eyes.
Alanis Morissette did that, isn't it? It's like, you need a 64, and all they have are 65s.
Yeah. I got one hand in my pocket, and I found a 65 quarter.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's already a prominent lyric in one of her hits. So
Yeah.
I think and like the B side, like the other version, the other version of it. So anyway, before we get to our comments,
I would totally go to an Alana show, like, immediately.
I would go to an Alanis show. That shit's way better.
Alanis?
Dude.
What?
What's her name? Alanis?
Alanis.
Morissette.
As in
I
the
always
Why-
said Alanis.
city.
Yeah, why isn't Alanis
It's
Morissette?
Atlantis? I
Why-
thought it was Alanis.
No, it is Alanis. I was trying to
it
provide
No, but Matt's
a
correct.
rhyming word.
It
Why-
really is Alanis?
Yes.
Alanis.
Why is Alanis
She's
Morissette
Canadian.
not doing a show every year in
As
Atlantis?
the only rock and roll DJ on this
should
show, I'm
find
a little embarrassed.
Nobody can find the
She
venue.
should just be at that one water park that's in the Bahamas. Isn't there one called Atlantis?
I have
Yeah.
a cousin
She
named
performs.
Alana, so maybe that's why.
That's it.
Yeah, but
I actually did see Alanis Morissette live once.
Did she say her name?
I thought that was going to get a much
no,
better
I did. No,
reaction.
I'm actually really interested. She is.
I love her, dude.
She
I love
did
her.
she's
it was the
incredible.
10-year anniversary of Jagged
Jagged
Little
Little
Pill.
Oh,
And
even
so
better.
she did the entire album.
Front to back.
I think
I like
acoustically.
that. I like that trend of like, oh, this is our album's anniversary. We're just gonna play it front to back.
And the opener for her was someone you may know as Mr. A to Z.
Jason Mraz,
That's right.
Mr. A to Z.
I,
It's in the name.
I walked in on a Jason Mraz show at the Libero Theater in Santa Barbara one night because I was a DJ there and I could just go to shows.
Okay, Mr.
Sounds pretty
Yeah.
Jason Mraz.
So I came in kind of late, and I caught his last song and then his encore. And this is how. Tell me how you feel about this, Chris,
Okay.
especially, but you guys too, because an encore, the genuine meaning of an encore is, okay, we heard you play your music. At least in my mind, we heard you play your music. Now come back and play us another song. Don't save your hits. Play us all your hits. And then come back for an encore. An encore is an encore. It's like, okay, here's something extra.
I don't like this tradition anyway, but keep
Okay.
going.
Mraz did Christina Aguilera's Beautiful. And it was the greatest fucking song in the world. It was so fucking good.
Nice.
Anyway.
I was not expecting any of those
Neither would I- neither
sentences,
was
any
I.
of those words to leave his mouth in that order. Yeah, that's. Look, I'm with you. Like the encore, a band playing an encore. It's just
you
a
can't
weird.
encore with your own songs. That's just taking a break and leaving the stage and garnering applause and then coming back and giving everybody what they knew they were going to get to fucking start with.
How do you feel about this, Dawson? Why don't we make it a rule that the only way you can do an encore is if you come out and do a cover of Jay-Z's song Encore?
Oh, yeah, you have to play encore.
That's pretty good.
And
I mean,
they're
I'm not
asking,
familiar
do
with
you
that
want
song,
more?
though.
Well, I mean, it's going to get uncomfortable if you're a country act, but
yeah.
but it's a really good song.
Is it a crime that I prefer the Linkin Park mashup?
Are we sure it's
No.
pronounced Jay-Z? Has anyone ever asked him if it's just
Jay's.
Jay's?
No, there are a few lyrics that would suggest it's probably Jay-Z.
Okay.
But no, it's not wrong, Chris.
Thank
And
you.
I think that, frankly, that song is so good that it overshadows all the other collabs that they did together,
Yeah.
which are much less highly rated, but are equally as good.
There is a part of encore. It's right at the top when the intros just come and you just hear. I think it's Mike Chanel. You just hear him go, "Get him, Jay."
Yep.
And then the thing just drops.
And then the beat drops.
So
It's
sick.
So fucking hard.
Woo!
Oh, I love it. It gets me hyped. Gets me going.
yeah, it's really good.
What
I think
people want.
Who was there was a pitcher on the Angels that would come out to that and just, man, that and the Rally Monkey made.
Speaking of pitchers coming out to stuff, one thing I always thought that the LA Dodgers music director did horribly wrong when we had Hideo Nomo pitching. Mm-hmm. They should have played.
Here we go.
They should have They should have brought him out to the end of Phil Collins' "I Don't Care Anymore."
No.
No.
Oh, that should have been it.
No.
There you go.
Hit the road, Jack.
The ending of "I Don't Care Anymore" is just Phil Collins and this nice long beat going no mo, toon, toon, no mo, no mo. It's so good.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm with Gary though.
No, you're wrong.
No mo.
No, because they couldn't use that because that's a get the fuck out of here
that's a
song.
leave song.
That's
I will
not an
agree with that
entry
because the next
anthem.
line is "Hit the road, Jack."
Yeah.
And if he's
Okay,
coming
what about
out,
when Nomo gets pulled?
That'd be good.
Then
There
you
you
hit
go.
the
Then
road,
you
Jack.
do that.
Dawson's
Yes.
for the
Yeah.
one coming out.
See,
and then
pitchers have too many songs to walk out to. They
See,
need
now we
songs to
need-
get pulled to.
Yes.
Now we need a senior pro baseball league so we can pull Hideo Nomo out of retirement and use this song.
Yeah, we know what song he's coming out to, and we know what song he's leaving to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always found that bad sportsmanship when they would blast that song like at the end of a game.
Yeah.
When a team lost.
No, they do that one, then they do na na na
No,
na.
no,
They do that one.
Yeah, it's like, come on, guys, have some tact.
Yeah.
Have a little class here.
At the end of, if I'm DJing or hosting an event, the second to last song I'll play is "Tuesday's Gone"
Sure.
because that's
Happy Gilmore.
You know
Love
it's
it.
over.
Yeah.
And then, the Blues Brothers "Rawhide."
Yeah.
What about closing time?
Never,
It's the best one.
absolutely never. It's too on the
It's
nose,
the perfect.
and I
song.
can't get through that "finish your whiskey or beer" line. It's the dumbest line in rock and roll. Anyway.
Yeah, it's not the dumbest line. There's plenty dumber lines, but yeah, it's just a perfect song. No big deal. Now, do you, as far as encores go, it's just like awkward now, right? It's like we know what you're doing. The
Yeah.
lights haven't turned on. The house music hasn't
Right.
turned on, and now we have to wait here and cheer for you to come back on.
Right.
It's like, all right, come on. There's bands I've seen multiple bands where they go, all right, guys. It's that time of the show. We're going to pretend like we walked off and you cheered us back on. Is that all right with you? And everyone cheers. Like, okay, let's just finish this show.
Best encore I ever saw, though, was Pearl Jam at MGM. And they left the stage for a good 10 minutes. And then Eddie Vedder comes out alone, and the crowd goes crazy. And Eddie gets into the mic and says, "Let's turn on the lights and see who's here." And just like fucking Hunger Dome,
Yeah,
dude.
she gets,
The lights in
that one.
MGM all get fucking bright, and all of a sudden you can see the faces of all the fucking people that you've been fucking going
Jamming
and fucking singing along with and hanging out with. And then Pearl Jam came out, and they I forget what they fucking played, but they played 4 or 5 songs with the lights on, and it was fucking amazing.
yeah.
Best
That's sick.
encore I've seen,
Yeah, that's probably the best encore I've ever heard.
except for Mraz doing
Beautiful. Yeah. Now, Matt, Jagged
Yeah,
Little
what's up,
Pill,
man?
Alanis
Yeah.
Morissette. What was that
Classic.
like? What were you wearing? What's going on?
What's the encore with?
Well, given that it was 2005, I was probably
Hookah
wearing,
shells.
like a button-up shirt, shorts with a chain wallet, and my dad's shoes. I feel like that pretty much sums it up.
Did you have a Slipknot sweatshirt on?
No, it's
No,
probably
wait.
a
Did you
Dodger
really have a
sweatshirt.
chain wallet? Is that serious?
At some point in my life, I don't know if it was 2005.
2005?
Maybe that was like 95. I don't know.
I was gonna say, in
Yeah, when it was
05, you
chain
should have been
wallets.
in your
You
20s.
should have been
I'm just trying to
post-chain
paint a picture here, guys.
It's
you know,
painted.
Oh, I got it.
yeah.
Crystal clear.
wallet. with if Matt's wearing a chain wallet though, it's like a ball and chain because we've seen his wallet.
Yeah.
You know, I will say what's really weird about this is I actually have a memory of going to dinner before that concert because it was at the OC, I think of the OC Fairgrounds. I
Oh,
think
Shea
it's where they-
flashback.
Yeah, Shea Flashback. We went to the
Fondo
Claim
yesterday.
Jumper. The Claim Jumper. You guys remember that?
Oh,
That
yeah.
chicken restaurant?
Yeah, dude.
Never ate there. Always wanted to.
You get
I've
did you get the
eaten there
mudslide?
countless times.
Damn it.
There's usually a mudslide after the meal. You know what I'm
Their
saying?
big thing
All
was
right.
like they give you big portions,
All right.
right?
Chez Fond du Lac.
Come on, Matt.
Dude.
They had a burger.
Bro.
I remember. It's called the Widowmaker, and it was just like 2 patties with onion rings and bacon. It was sort of essentially like a Fat Sal's,
you get a heart
just like an
attack.
insane
Yeah.
burger, 7 sauces on it.
It's like
Those were the.
Yeah.
Those were the
I've been a
glory
claim
days.
jumper for a winter formal. That's where we all
yeah?
got together because one of the guys in the group hated it so much. It was kind of his identity, how much he hated claim jumper. So
that
he's
was
a-
his identity.
Yeah, he just that's like his thing, right? Oh, there's Scott. He hates claim jumper, and I hate claim jumper. And now, what do? We surprise him by taking him a claim jumper for winter formal.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, while we're talking about chain restaurants, do you mind if we do the Shay a little early here? Because it actually is quite a nice transition to what I was going to talk about with you guys.
do
Well, I have more chain walk questions, but we'll get to that after. Let's hit some Shay.
Oh, no.
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say.
Hey, Matt.
What's in the chain wallet?
Not enough cash, let me tell you. Well, Claim Jumper is another one of these restaurants that I've told you guys. I call them ketchup restaurants, which is, of course, a restaurant where the ketchup's already on the table before you get there. Chili's is another
Very creative,
example.
yeah.
Right. We talked about this a little while
Matt just
ago.
looks
but-
at what's on the table and it's like, oh, this is a tablecloth restaurant. This is.
Wood Ranch used to be a barbecue sauce restaurant, and then my mom kept stealing them, and now they don't.
Oh,
leave
they
it
don't
there
do that
anymore.
anymore.
Wood Ranch.
Dude, Lucille's, I
God damn
think,
it.
is still a barbecue sauce restaurant.
I think it depends on location.
Oh,
Well,
sure.
I realize that I've actually been to and have several memories
Just
at
kidding, mom. Sorry. Go ahead.
Shit, I didn't think about that though. I'm gonna go to Denny's and fucking steal a bottle of ketchup next time I need it.
Dawson says ketchup.
He also says Alanis.
Alana.
What is the condiment in question, Dawson?
Ketchup.
Yeah, it's a regional thing. He's not the only one that says it like that. It's like Matt saying helicopter.
Yeah.
Dawson says ketchup.
Fans.
I now have a permanent tick with that word. I actually now have to pause, and then even as I'm saying it, I'm like, I know I'm not saying it right, or am I saying it right? Like I'm so conscious about it now. It's destroyed my life.
My job here is done.
Yeah, seriously, I cannot even tell you because it's a story I've told. It's because that's how I met my father-in-law. Was I threw up in his helicopter. Oh, I hate you guys.
Yeah.
Um,
But Dawson saying ketchup,
Yeah.
that's a thing. Or-
Yeah.
yeah. And some people spell it catsup.
Yeah, some people
What is
pronounce it
that?
that way too.
Catsup? Nobody pronounces it catsup.
Ketchup.
Some people do.
But
Yeah,
ketchup.
no, those people are idiots. You
Yeah,
go,
they're-
no,
those-
rid
that's-
yourself of them.
Those are indicators.
That's an easy indicator.
I hear you pull that out. We're
Catsup.
not talking.
Can't say catsup.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. Let's go
right.
catsup restaurants.
yeah, no, naughty ketchup restaurants.
What does that mean?
Hooters. Hooters.
Yeah, what do we...
Hooters is
Hooters
the
is
primary
yeah.
example.
Twin Peaks.
And
Now,
then there's that twilted kilt.
Tilted Kilt.
Yeah.
all right. Well, I guess
I
I
went
went
to a-
done. You guys have already now mentioned the 3 I was going to bring up.
I went,
So,
I went
there
to
we
a
go.
Tilted Kilt once, and I didn't know
Good
what
job,
it was.
Matt. That's what's on the menu.
Yeah. I went to
Oh,
Tilted
shit.
Kilt once. I didn't know what it was, and I was very uncomfortable.
No, go.
That's
yeah.
I would definitely stick with that.
Go.
Yep.
If you go to Hooters and we're disappointed with the service, it's like seeing a hooker and being complaining about not feeling loved.
Hey Matt, do you know what the best 2 things about Hooters is?
Go ahead.
The chicken wings and the
have a-
boobs.
Nice.
The
My
wings
favorite
suck.
office joke.
The wings actually suck. Yeah. No, they're terrible.
They're their own thing. They're not. If someone says I'm going to Hooters to get wings and expects what they get at every bar you go to in the world, you're not getting.
I had my first Hooters wing when I was 15 years old, maybe 16.
I was on the radio once in San Diego and did the all request 10 o'clock hour. And this dude calls and he says, hey, yeah, so it's my daughter's birthday. And I got to hang out with my daughter tonight. I'm like, she's like, so we're listening to your show right now. And can you play this? And I'm like, put your daughter on. And the girl's like 8 or something. And I'm like, so happy birthday. What'd you do today? Daddy took me to Hooters.
Oh,
And I'm like,
yeah.
put your father on.
Oh, yeah. We need to have a talk.
And I go, like, let's say the guy's name was Mark. Mark, I got to tell you. your father of the year. And then just start a song, and
That's
it's like a
amazing.
fucking Van Halen song or something.
Well, when I was a young teenager, I had Hooters at a party, but they had Hooters girls there, right? So I got invited. So I freelanced for some school magazine or something, and we got invited. Sorry, my cousin worked for the Angels.
Okay.
Like she was like an Angels girl, like one of the
Sure.
dugout girls, whatever, who passes out the free shirts or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was writing something for school, and she's like, I'm going to a movie premiere. If you want to come, be my +1 or whatever, I'll get you in. It's 18 over, but you'll get it's fine. So I wear my finest button-up shirt, chain, wallet.
You were 15 or 16 at the time?
I was like 15.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was for a movie called House of 1,000 Corpses.
Yes.
There's a
classic.
movie. Yeah, we were like in high school when that came out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was the premiere party for that. So everyone watched the movie, and now they're all at this thing. So I walk in. I forget where. It's like at some nightclub, and the place is all House of 1,000 Corpse, decorated, dressed,
Sure.
decked out. And so
They just put up 1,000 corpses.
Well, yeah, I counted. They had 998. I was very upset. That made the report.
That means they plan to kill 2 people at the premiere.
Oh, that's right.
You should have gotten out of there, Chris.
Sword and Scale Nightmares. There's your next episode,
Yeah.
buddy.
Oh, yes.
So-
Thanks for mentioning this Thursday.
Oh my God!
Hey, you said it. Let's just
Yeah,
say it.
I gave it a little hit. Then you just jump on and you. No, I'm just
Sword
kidding.
and Scale Nightmares.
So I'm going around the party and just kind of hanging out and just feeling the vibe. And let's see, I meet the guitarist from Good Charlotte. Tell him I love his band because I don't know what to say.
Was he wearing guy
People.
liner?
He was.
Good.
Yeah, he kind of has a look. He's really recognizable, and I was really in a pop.
How
punk
would you
back then.
recognize him? You would think maybe that dude's from the band Decent Charlotte, but he's certainly not from Good
Good
Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah. If I was a Good Charlotte cover band, we'd probably be named like All Right Charlotte.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like Worth It Charlotte.
Pretty okay, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Aight Charlotte.
Charlotte 180 True. Yeah. So
There's a deep cut.
So I tell him that, and then there are all these Hooters girls there with wings because Hooters catered the thing. So I'm eating Hooters. I'm like, oh my God, there are Hooters girls here. This is pretty wild stuff. Yeah. This is pretty wild stuff, Chris. What have you gotten yourself into, buddy? And then my cousin goes, oh my God, I know that. She sees a girl. She's like, I know who that is. And I'm like, who? And she's like, she was on that show Fifth Wheel. You remember this show, Fifth Wheel?
Sounds
It's-
familiar.
I think I've never
like a
seen it,
dating
but it's
show.
a dating
Dating show
show
where
where
a
they
friend
throw
goes?
somebody else in.
It's a dating show.
The people on a double date, but they throw in another dude who's better looking than the other dude.
I forget what it is, but she
Or
was
a girl.
She had
Same thing.
One of the most memorable episodes of Fifth Wheel. Because how do you get recognized for being on Fifth Wheel? So she's like, that girl was on Fifth Wheel, and I'm like, how do you know? She's like, because we make fun of her all the time. Like that episode is legendary. In like all the girls in the locker room or whatever at Angels game. So
Shit.
I go up to her
It's like
because
a
I'm
Catch
feeling
Me
good.
Outside girl before.
Yeah. She just like kind of went viral, and I go up to her,
Chick's a billionaire.
and I
She's very rich.
and the
It's
music's loud, and we're kind of
more depressing today than ever.
who Bad Babby.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
God.
No.
Ah.
I think it's pronounced Bad Baby,
Oh,
but it's spelled the way you pronounced
okay.
it.
Well, then get a little more phonetic there. I guess me teaching her that or requesting that might not work. So I go up to this girl. So I'm
Yeah.
feeling pretty confident. I'm already at this party, and I think people kind of recognize that I'm a lot younger than everyone anyway. So
Me too.
yeah, so it's like, all right, whatever. Who cares what happens now? So I go up to her, and I ask her if she wants to dance,
Aight.
and she's like,
It was a movie premiere where others.
it's a
dancing?
nightclub, yeah, but it's a nightclub party.
okay.
There's a DJ.
Oh,
Whatever.
okay. Well, then that's a reasonable
Yeah,
question.
it's like, yeah,
How old are you?
I'm 15.
Love it.
Yeah.
How old do you think she was at the time? I mean,
20?
is it
21, maybe? I don't know.
all right?
She
So 2021, like I don't think that's a reasonable shot to take. If you had said
I don't know.
26,
Age didn't matter to me. Everybody there was way older than me
well,
anyway,
you don't
right?
see age.
That's
I
why
don't
you love
see it.
R. Kelly.
Okay, let's soldier right past that.
That's why.
Just trundle right along. Keep going.
I don't know
Chris.
where- I
Keep
don't know
going.
how to
Just
continue.
Keep telling the story.
I believe I can fly.
Put a pin in this story. R. Kelly. So, my friend posted a picture on his Instagram because he plays covers at shows.
Yeah.
And in it was a piece of paper that said, in his tip jar, -$10 for R. Kelly. Come on, bro. because he played Ignition, remix to Ignition. All right. Anyway, back to the story. So I asked this girl to dance, and I'm already out of my element. She says she doesn't say yes immediately, but she's like, "Who are you?" Blah blah. And I go look at her. I'm like, "I loved you on Fifth Wheel.
And
You're amazing on Fifth Wheel." And she says, "Oh my God, thank you." And then she kisses me.
yeah, did you
What?
dance?
Yeah, didn't dance. I don't even remember what happened after that.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, I was just passed out.
Yeah, and then we were done.
Did you fuck her?
Oh, God.
Did not. But yeah, anyway, and I was like, wow, I just kissed a TV star. How about that?
How about that?
How
Yeah,
about-
you're a
how
star.
about that?
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because I said it, and I loved her on Fifth Wheel, so I guess I got it right. And I thank my
Catch me
cousin for
outside.
giving me
How
that
about
intel, because I have not seen the episode, and it worked out. But anyway, my first Hooters wings, 15.
Wow.
I could have been
Amazing.
16. It really is a blur.
Well, let me try to wrap up my Shay segment here, if I may.
Oh, are we still doing that?
Well, I don't know. We don't have to, but I never said the key phrase.
No,
that
no,
ends it.
I'm
let's
kidding.
do it.
I'm
What is
kidding.
it? Come on. What do you got?
No, I
went
was just
on
gonna say
such a
I had
tangent.
never been to a Hooters ever.
What?
And
Dude, I
never,
went-
and I heard about it. I heard when you went.
Yeah, I've been three.
Oh,
three
no,
times.
I wasn't at
I've
a
been to
Hooters. That was a
in 20
nightclub.
years.
Oh,
They had
that's
Hooters
right.
wings.
The last time I
Yeah.
was at Hooters was for Corolla Drinks did a bikini contest there. And
yes.
that was weird to do because I said yes that I would be a judge, and
Was this was before the podcast?
no,
I
it
would
was
have never let you do that.
yeah, it was poor judgment. I'm like, yeah, I'll judge a bikini contest. No worries. I would just ask for
Nothing
everybody,
wrong
and
with
I agreed to it. And yeah, Gary, I should have consulted you.
That is not a good look.
It wasn't a good look or a good pitch. Like I think I pitched it poorly to where I just looked like it just, and I was out of my element. I think I bailed.
You're not that guy.
I'm not that guy. I
That's the
can't
thing is
do
like
it.
there's a certain level of douchery that has to go along with a guy who's like going to be good at that and like be enthusiastic about it, and that's just not you because you're a nice guy and you like women, like you're a good person.
Love
so it's
women.
like careful. So only one though.
Yeah.
One above all the rest.
But anyways, I'm sorry, Matt. Weren't you invited to do that too? I feel like if I was, you were.
He's just smart.
Yeah, there you go. Well, maybe let me rephrase. I had never been to a Hooters before until
Bikini judging.
bikini judging. No, I moved in after college. I moved in with this random girl that was dating a friend of mine, and she was a Hooters waitress. And so all of her friends were Hooters waitresses.
Oh my
So
God.
I moved into this house
The Mecca.
that suddenly had Hooters waitresses just walking around every weekend at like just for social events. And we finally went to a Hooters, and
Boobs.
adding on to what Dawson said after that, not good.
Not
Food,
good.
Not good.
Not good.
The food's terrible.
Oh, the
Really
food.
bad.
I thought you meant like your apartment.
No,
your
the
apartment
Hooters
festivities.
were-
I felt like
Yeah,
No,
that
like if
was
you're
great.
going to
That was a
Hooters,
joy.
there are two reasons you're going, and they're on each girl. Boobs. Exactly.
I have to say this came up though. This came up because here in Austin, I'm trying to figure out restaurants to go to.
you're gonna work at Hooters.
and I am getting a job at Hooters. No, God help me.
Mean, dude.
No,
mean, dude.
Be a cook.
I'm looking for like new restaurants for us to go to, and I saw just like a bar, someone that's got like burgers and sandwiches and
Yeah,
stuff.
bar food.
Yeah, and I saw this place called Twin Peaks, and I was like, we have to go to this place.
You love
it looks
the
pretty
show?
good. And my wife informed me that Twin Peaks is a Hooters knockoff. And I've never been to one, and so you guys called it out by name. I don't understand what is it? It's like a mountain lodge, but they're naked. Like I don't.
I've
get
never
it.
been there. I've never heard of it.
Twin Peaks.
Oh, I get it though
Peaks
now.
are boobs.
I get it
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
That took me a minute.
Yeah.
Well, it's a chain. Gary, I know you've never been there before. 'cause
How
you're
do they
better than
spell?
that,
How
but
do they spell
you have
peaks?
friends.
How do they spell peaks? Because this is going to make a big difference on if I want to go there or not.
P-I-Q-U-E-S.
No, it's spelled
That actually makes me want to go more.
It piques your interest.
No, I have never been to one of those, Matt. I'm just familiar with like what it is and what the concept is, but I've never been
So
to
what
one.
is the concept? Because that's what
It's
I'm curious
exactly
about.
like Hooters. It's scantily clad women, and it's a sports bar. So they have wings, and they have burgers, and they have a million beers on tap. And
But it's like a ski lodge?
Well,
Like-
so they're dressed up in like.
Are they snow bunnies?
Yes, they're like.
That's okay.
They're sort of dressed like schoolgirls, and it's like justified because they're like in a log cabin type of thing. Like it doesn't really
Right.
work.
I like the analog cabin. That's my favorite studio.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always when I'm in cabins, I always check the corners to see if it's legit.
I could be at a cabin right now.
You could be.
You could be trapped at a
that's
cabin
true.
right now. Yeah. Oh, by the way, when I went to that party for House of a Thousand Corpses, I got a ton of cabin.
In the woods?
No, not Cabin in the Woods. Cabin Fever merch because it was the same like production company, and I got. They
They were
remember
just
that
giving
movie?
out old merch. They were just like, hey.
Well, no, because that was
bring
a
me
new. It
other
was an
shit,
upcoming
too.
movie.
Let's try
They're
to
like-
get rid of it all.
It was promotional stuff. So I got stickers literally the size of a football. Like but they're gross Band-Aids. That was what the sticker looked like. And I gave them all to my friends, and they were disgusting. I heard Sean Hunter was in it. Anyway,
Nice.
Never saw it.
don't watch it. You wouldn't like it. I wikied it years ago. Ugh. All right, sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
No, last thing I was going to say, and it was also brought up earlier, Tilted Kilt, which is, I guess, the Scottish version of this type of restaurant. Now, I did go to a Tilted Kilt. There was one, I think, in Hollywood. We went on St. Patrick's Day, which I believe is an Irish tradition, but for some reason, this Scottish place was absolutely packed. The restaurant paid to have a couple little people dressed up as leprechauns that were essentially dancing around this bar. We were there at like 11:30 in the morning, and everyone was absolutely shit-faced. And I mean, people are hooting and hollering and like throwing money. I mean, it was completely inappropriate. But I guess that's what life was like in 2007.
Jeez, dude,
or
that's
something
freaking
like that.
crazy. Were you
Oh
wearing
my God.
blackface while doing it? I mean, that seems
I mean,
so
not
wrong.
that far,
Oh,
but
Danny.
it was.
You
it
don't
was
even
rough.
know how to swim.
I'm just surprised, I guess, that a place like Tilted Kilt or that any of these places could still exist in today's culture.
Well, they really shouldn't, Matt. I can tell
Yeah.
you the last few times I've been to a Hooters is more recently than you would probably think, given my staunch Gary Talk stances on the issue. But there was a while where I had to charge my car in the parking lot of one. So I would just go in for a beer for like 20
right.
minutes.
Charge the car
Yeah,
there.
charge
no
the
other
car.
place to
Hey,
charge it.
I'm
I gotta
sticking
go
with it.
charge the car.
I'm sticking with
Yeah.
it. You can look it up. It's the only It's the only 250 kilowatt supercharger. Don't fuck with me. But I've
That's
mainly
how my father left the family. He
I've
told us he
mainly-
was going to go charge the car.
I've mainly realized that it's a great place if you want to feel a little better about yourself, because if you just sit there at the bar and have a beer and sort of observe the other patrons, they're so gross and skeevy about like just outright like staring at the women, and it's terrible. Like
It's wild.
it's like it's just not appealing to me
Yes,
to
it's
like
not appealing.
sit there
Respect
and
That
all
would be
women.
the hard. I think
Yeah,
personally, just because I think it would be very, very difficult to get a Hooters waitress's number.
I agree with you
I
completely.
find like
because,
there are steel traps there.
Dude, I mean, if I'm a Hooters waitress, the fact that you're in this establishment has fucking eliminated you from
Yeah.
the dating pool.
They are-
Like,
If I catch myself eating at a Hooters, which is never, but if I do, I want to offer the waitress financial advice or something. You know?
That's
I
how
want to
those
give her a
relationships
stock
begin.
tip or something. Just like
you see the Dow today.
you gotta get out of here.
one year, it must have been around 2010 or something, whenever the World Cup was around that year, we were trying to go watch the World Cup final in Hollywood, and we got up super early, and we went to like 5 different bars, and they were all already completely sold out and sat. And then we realized that Hooters was the only restaurant that hadn't opened yet, because they were opening like 5 minutes before game time. So we went and camped out in front of Hooters, and then within 10 minutes of us starting to stand in front of the door, a giant line formed behind us. 10 minutes later, they opened the doors, and they were completely sold out. But we got the
Amazing.
first table. We were super
Nice.
lucky.
Was that the year Italy won?
I think that sounds about right. Yes.
I was in Venice.
Wait,
I
did
was in
Italy win
Venice
last
at
year?
a bar fucking partying.
Not last year.
Oh, okay.
This was not last year. This was like the early 2010s.
It would have been 2010 because 2010 is a Winter Olympic year, and World Cup years operate on Winter Olympic years
Then that's,
because Olympic soccer
I believe
is
that.
on the
Yeah.
other thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but COVID and everything. Who knows
Yeah,
what they're
who
doing
knows?
right now, Gary. So, yeah, I went. I also one time went to Hooters. I didn't like going to these places. I was with you. I was like kind of early. I guess I wouldn't say early money, just because look, if you go to these places and have a good time, fine by me. But it was never a thing I did. And whenever people would want to go there, I would say no. So just like what we did with my buddy Scott. my friends did that to me.
Right.
Like hey Chris, we're in the car. Like let's get dinner. We already know where we're going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where are we going? And we're in Jake's Acura Integra. I'm sitting in the back.
On the hump.
Yeah. Oh no. There were only 2 seats in the back, right?
Right.
Although I sat on that hump
All the way
many
back
times.
from San Diego one time, right?
Yeah. So we're in Jake's Integra, and they're like giggling, like, "Ooh." I'm like, what are you guys laughing at? We're getting dinner, buddy. We're getting dinner. Ooh. Like, what is going on? And they take me to the Hooters right in Fountain Valley, like right off the 405. You know that one?
I've been to it.
So am I. So am I.
If you're gonna go to Hooters, it better be in Fountain Valley.
I went
sure.
I went to the one in Anaheim too.
Okay.
That's a
That's a little too classy.
It's right off the freeway. So right when they exit the freeway, I'm like, oh no, that's where we're going, guys. And
By the way, 85% of Hooters are right off the freeway.
yeah.
Like that's kind of their lane.
And we go in and we get a table and we look up and we see our old PE teacher by himself at the bar, and just we're like freshly, I don't know, 18.
Do you recognize you guys?
We all looked at him and he looked at us, but didn't like nod or anything. And we just thought, okay, let's
But he didn't want anything to do with you guys. He's at a fucking Hooters alone.
If you want to feel a little better about yourself, that's skeevy. But our biology teacher, about 5 years after we all graduated from high school, was discovered to be having a relationship with like a 13-year-old student or something.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's skeevier. Yeah, I will say that's worse than Mr. Tory beating at the Hooters.
Wow, way to out him. I didn't talk about Mr. Serio.
Wow, that's good.
Everybody's burning. Everything's burning.
Fuck it all! Burn it to the ground! We ride at dawn!
Right at dawn.
Oh, please make that the title.
It's up to Chris.
Yeah. Wait, so what is the point of you telling me about Mr. Sorry or whatever his name is, Siri?
Serio. I was trying to make you feel better about your PE teacher being a scumbag.
Well, if I was a PE teacher, look, I would go 2 counties over to go to Hooters. I guess if you're a PE teacher for high school, you're not going to see your kids there usually. But I would, like I knew a girl in my high school who would she was a stripper. She was an exotic dancer. Let me
Put a coat of paint on that real quick, didn't we? I'm trying, Jen. I don't know what to tell you.
She was a professional dancer of exotic nature. This is her mistake, though. She
Earl Scheib job right there.
We went to school in Orange County, and she worked her shifts in Fullerton.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
You gotta go to IE.
So word got around. Word got plenty around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's good for business, but it's weird.
But I guess you're right, because it was like a destination for people. Like they would go and like, oh, we're gonna go see if we
make
can
a pilgrimage.
we can see her.
Check out fucking Lisa's titties.
Oh. Yeah.
It was Lisa, right?
No, it wasn't.
No, good.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I was kidding.
All right, Matt. Anyway, continue.
Yeah,
so
that's
Hooters.
what's on the menu. That's it. That's what's on the menu.
Oh, wait, this is not that show.
That was
There's
great,
outros
dude.
in the Patreon. Subscribe.
great.
Patreon.com/watercooler. Good shape on delay, Matt.
Thank you.
That was great.
Lovely. All right. Well, it's time for comments.
It's time for
Listener comments.
And once again, these are all comments found within our Facebook group. And by the way, it's a great group to be a part of. If you want to join, just go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions. We might let you in.
Cough.
Dawson, I got to get this clear because the AI is listening and they're trying to make sure they get my voice right. And I don't want the transcript to be all weird because I'm saying cough in the middle of the URL.
Just answer the question so we know you're not a bot, and we'll probably let you in.
Yeah. Dude, somebody did that AI thing. Was that weird? Like somebody typed in like to a chat GPT podcast, like the way the Watercooler podcast, do a fake Shea Fondle, and it did one.
It sort of did it, yeah. It was.
And then Kalen rated it.
It did it to a point where it was uncomfortable.
And then like Kalen rate Matt Shea Fondle, and we were flicking the bean segment, and it typed out a whole flicking the bean segment, and then rated Matt's Shea segment, and it likened it to a plain bagel with cream cheese. Right?
Yeah,
That's
rough.
pretty weak.
That was
though.
rough.
That's a pretty. Oh.
Really quick, I know we showed this on our movie night, but I got a new
fucking
puppy.
Cute.
I just wanted to show the video audience. This is Tiki. She's
After
10
the
weeks
torture.
old.
Hey, Matt.
Out the bar, the cocktail.
Matt, I'm sorry
right,
to
whatever,
ask
Torch.
if it's delicate, but is Taco okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Taco's great.
Okay,
No, he's
good.
doing great. They're
Okay.
getting along great.
Okay, good.
I saw a
we just-
video of Taco and this new doggy together, and I would say Taco seems more energized than I've seen him in a while. So I think it's a very good
yeah.
thing.
I got
All right,
Champ.
I'm gonna put her away.
Champ
I just
when
wanted to
Boo
share
was
real
old.
quick.
So
Yeah.
good move.
Yeah,
Matt.
exactly. Help
Yeah.
keep them young. All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, Torch.
Well, anyway, let's get to our comments. So the AI, the ChatGPT. I'm just saying, man, it's getting cray.
cray,
So
cray.
Mike Saliba wrote in, says, did anyone hear the glee in Chris's voice during the Michael Caine impersonation on yesterday's ACS? I wish we could have some Caine on Caine action. Chris would have shown him how it sounded. I would have. It was Alon Gold, and he did Michael Caine.
Yeah.
And he said, Michael Caine.
I was listening to somebody recently who was explaining how to do the Michael Caine impression. Oh, it was Dana Carvey. Dana Carvey, I believe.
I believe it.
Dana Carvey?
He would do
it was Dana Carvey, and he was talking about like explaining how to do it, and he was just basically saying that like first you go up here, and then you walk down the stairs.
That's really good.
It was brilliant the way he did it. I'm not even trying to do the impression right now.
That's
but
really good. That's
the
really
way he
good, yeah.
explained it. It was like, oh yeah, I can do that every time now.
Yeah, let me try it. Some people just like to watch the world burn.
See,
It's
Wow,
much
that's
better.
probably as good
Yes.
as it'll get.
Yeah.
Let's ask Matt. Matt, Dawson's going to do an impression for you. Matt just got back from putting
Yeah.
Tiki Torch away. Matt's going to do Dawson's going to do an impression for you, and you have to guess who he's doing.
Oh,
But
this is
I
great.
need. I got to think of another.
Do I get a clue
Yeah,
or anything?
just-
A
just
You
context?
don't even need the quote. Just do what I did.
Yeah.
And see
Okay.
if he can figure
Do
it
the
out.
subtitle of the Sword and Scale.
Welcome to Sword and Scale Nightmares. True crime for bedtime.
That was Michael Caine.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Unlocked. Michael Caine unlocked.
Unlocked.
Impressive.
Count it.
Now, can we have Gary please do the same line reading, but as Sylvester Stallone?
Oh, shoot. Hold on. I accidentally clicked the link and gave him a click. All right, go ahead.
Welcome to Sword and Scale Nightmares. True crime. Bedtime.
That's really good.
Oh, beautiful.
Dude.
Thank you.
Now do me.
Biggie.
All right,
I want Biggie to read the same line.
Welcome to Sword and Scale Nightmares. True crime for bedtime. Huh?
That's fucking
Yeah.
incredible.
It's just-
Thank you
it's
all
uncanny.
for that. Thank you
Uncanny.
all so much. Please subscribe.
Oh my God, man!
was-
you need to chill, bro. We're
movie
giving
night
you
was
so
really
much.
fun.
We're giving you so much.
Oh,
here,
I thought he
dude.
was saying subscribe to the movie night.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Subscribe to the movie.
You can
Yes,
do that at
yes.
patreon.com/watercooler. And I will say, I've never listened back to one of our movie nights, but I listened back because it was so fun. It's funny. There's
IV.
everyone gets a good one in there.
Yeah.
There are
It
a
was
lot
a
of
five.
belly
It was-
laughs.
And it was all five of us. It actually was
Yeah.
all five. We should say that.
It was all five of us.
Not seen this movie. They've seen Rocky 4 in 20 years, maybe more than 20 years.
I've
Yeah, it's
definitely
been a
not seen
while.
it more than 20 years.
You've never seen it.
Yeah,
same.
there you go, 38.
Same.
And it really brought back those Rocky moments. Like at the end, I was joking the whole time about the last line in the movie.
Yes,
You
you
know?
were. Which I didn't realize until
But-
I listened back.
I teared up
Oh,
a little bit
Yeah,
at that point in the movie. And
Dawson-
I was like, "Oh, don't let it drop! Don't let it drop!
Oh, you're
Don't
holding
hold
it.
it back!"
that's
it
why.
turn.
Yeah, Dawson was like shaking at the end, like he was really trying to hold something in, and now it all makes sense.
It was very emotional for me.
It was because you hate Russians, so it makes sense that you would feel so emotional.
I like their women.
That's true. They're beautiful.
Hey,
women.
respect all women.
Beautiful women.
That's right.
Matthew Catalan. Matthew Catalan says, shout out to Matt for the recommendation. Alvaro Zaragoza and I did a dude's golf weekend reception last weekend.
Nice. Zaragoza.
Whoa, where was TFTI, bro?
What?
TFTI.
Yeah, seriously.
Come on. But anyway, Matthew says, we did a golf thing last weekend and we swooped to some of Marshallberg Farms caviar and got the exact crackers Chris recommended. Oh, I'm glad that I recommended the crackers. I'm glad that I was able to recommend some crackers.
Wow.
To this. Anyway.
Taking some heat for this, huh? You feel it.
Matt knows. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad.
Instrumental in helping put me in touch with the caviar team.
Yeah,
So-
Matt, thanks for the caviar rec, buddy. Great job.
Chris has the caviar plug and he's not taking it well.
Great job, buddy. Hey, Chris, thanks for recommending crackers to buy.
Hey, that's
Makes sense,
thecaviarfarm.com, right?
Please subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Rate and review 5 stars.
Please help us.
They also paired the caviar with a microdose of shrooms. So I hear that.
wow.
Yeah.
Smart. You know what else I found when I was
What's
cleaning
really
my
good,
studio? I found
Shrooms.
The
No, I
chocolate bar
found-
that you stole from yourself?
I found one piece of mushroom just sitting on my studio desk.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh, maybe I took a bite of one and then just haphazardly just said, I'll just leave that there.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have never been less of a parent.
Yeah.
So what? So did you eat it?
True.
What's going on?
True.
Just errant
I-
fucking psychedelic drugs. You're like, oh, look at that. I'm envious. I'm not hating. I'm
I
envious.
keep getting less of a parent every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can confirm.
Yeah.
And I keep getting more of one. And I'm not sure if I like it. No, I do.
Wait, so did you eat it? Sorry, I wasn't.
No.
Okay.
I put it with my other mushrooms.
Oh, so you will
was
eat
lonely.
it. You don't. It doesn't like expire or anything.
It doesn't do any good to just
I
have
keep 'em in the
one
freezer.
little piece.
Actually, but that's a microdose. But these
yeah.
are really fucking strong. And I mean, this was like a sugar cube sized chunk of mushroom.
Yeah, that's a.
And it would,
Yeah.
I
That's
think
not
it
a
would have
macro-
affected me.
That's not a macro dose,
but it's not a microdose.
either.
Exactly.
About
sugar
half
cube?
Yeah.
About half of what you're talking about is a microdose.
What?
That's a dose.
What is absinthe duty? Is that still a thing? Is that like still a forbidden
Not in
fruit?
America.
Nothing. It steals your money.
It's bullshit in America.
Oh, it's bullshit.
There are some
Correct.
there are some countries that still have versions of it that allegedly, but
Yeah, but
most
in
people
those
you talk
countries,
to-
opium is legal.
right?
That's where you wanted your.
And then
absinthe.
just go for the opium, dude.
But you're already there.
Fuck
If
the
the
absinthe.
absinthe is what you're looking for,
If the
go
absinthe
for
is
the gold.
good, try the opium.
Yeah. We actually do not endorse that. I must say for legal reasons. I'm sorry,
Thank you,
Dawson.
Gary Ghost. Anna Jewel and David Vella both posted some glizzies. Glizzies are slowly creeping back into our world, boys.
By the way, one of the posts, I'm not sure if you're going to highlight this one, are you?
Which one?
There is a modification to a food that a stick
Okay.
food
Well-
that is near and dear to my heart.
Anna writes, glizzy time, mustard is bullshit. The nays is king.
Oh, I'm
talking
gonna throw up.
Only
I'm gonna fucking
Then
throw
a
up.
hot dog
Only
with
mayonnaise.
I'm
mayonnaise,
gonna
Matt.
fucking throw up.
The nays.
No, thank you.
She apostrophed mayonnaise.
I would
That
eat
I
it.
respect.
It just
That I
adds
respect.
richness.
But here's the thing.
I'm all for
I will-
agreement, but
I
the
will
nays?
I will totally eat a bologna and mayonnaise sandwich.
Then why not a
But
bologna tube and
Mayonnaise on a hot dog makes me want to fucking throw up right now.
What about aioli? What if it was aioli?
Hey, Oli, how you doing?
aioli is a flavored mayonnaise lie.
I don't know why. It
Yeah.
it should just be fine, but
I think
But
I think
it's
you'd be
not.
fine with aioli. Matt, are you pro aioli?
Oh, A plus Oli. That's what I have to say about it.
Right. Yeah. What if you had ravioli filled with aioli?
aioli ravioli.
Yeah, ravioli aioli.
Holy moly.
Holy moly.
Oh man,
Holy moly, ravioli.
Mr. Cuban, don't leave yet.
We got something for you.
I really need this to work.
My parents are moving here sometime soon, and I've been informed that my kitchen is now the ravioli kitchen. When we make the ravs every year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love ravioli. There was
Dawson,
a post that
Dawson
said
gets passionate about ravioli, usually at the Christmas party. But I've seen more than once. I've seen Dawson discuss how raviolis are made by
Can
his
I-
mother, and he gets into it.
I have a
It's-
problem with
It's
ravioli.
generational. It's been passed down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
There are
I'm not
tools.
speculating. This is seared in my memory. Dawson
There are
cleared
specific
a
tools.
6-foot space in the parking lot over at Thompson or over at Flower, and at one Christmas party, he was doing this masterful, performance of how he makes raviolis. He was all about it. I loved it.
Doss, there's something that bothers me about ravioli. Matt could speak to this too, I'm sure, because you've surely
Tell me.
you partake as well. When I order ravioli at a restaurant, I'm very excited. Typically, I'm hungry.
There's your
I can't
first
wait.
mistake.
Yeah, I'm with Dawson.
Why?
I would
Because
never
they
order
don't-
ravioli at a restaurant.
Never order ravioli
Why?
at a restaurant
Why?
because
Dawson, please.
Say it at the same time.
especially if they have if they're doing fucking I don't. It's never. Well, for me, it's never going to be as good as my family's ravioli.
Okay, sure. My family's ravioli won't be as good as this
So,
restaurant,
yeah,
I'm sure.
I can't
So
really
let's-
give you
All right, here's my reasoning for it. Because during the week when I'm going grocery shopping and we're gonna do a pasta night, 9 times out of 10 I'm going to the refrigerated section and I'm getting one of those pre-made raviolis that
And
you
that's
just
what
kind
you
of
get
heat
at
up
a
in the
restaurant.
pot for like 3 minutes or whatever. Throw
Yep.
some sauce on it. Fine for a home cooked meal, but if I order at a restaurant, all I'm thinking about is like I just had this.
That's
like,
what
sitting
you're
on my
getting.
couch.
That's what you're
it's
getting.
probably
at
the
most
same.
That is not my
restaurants.
problem because I don't order ravioli.
Believe
at home.
me, there is not a team of people making ravs. And that's what you fucking need to be able to actually make ravioli. And it's a gnarly fucking process.
Why Jason
if you
Mraz
were-
hasn't made ravioli also bothers me.
Now, if the restaurant had the ravioli aioli, I would be like, wow, this is something I've never heard of. I will have to try that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just my 2 cents on it.
no,
well,
Chris,
mine
please.
is whenever I order ravioli, I get the big old plate, and there's way more negative space than positive space on there because they'll give me like 3 or 4 big raviolis, which is it's fine.
Are they-
But I
You
don't-
guys have all tried Mona D's ravs, right? I brought them in.
yeah, I love ravioli. Like I've been eating ravioli my whole life. It's a wonderful, delightful food, but I just don't think they give you enough when you order at a restaurant.
No,
Yeah.
they don't. They give you an odd number.
Is that true?
It's either 3, 5, or 7 ravioli.
Yeah, well, that's our first mistake
Yeah.
because I want 8.
It depends on the size too. They'll give you 7 if they're like check size.
Why is that? Is that a real
If
superstition
they're
or
a
something?
little bit bigger, they'll give you 5, and if they're this size, they'll give you 3.
At
That's
that
great.
point,
A
it's
great
just
audio pod, Doss.
Yeah.
You get to watch the video.
Wait, what was that, Gary?
Nothing. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, yeah. So I just don't think they give me enough. I do love ravioli, but I just don't think I just don't think it's worth it. Yeah, maybe Matt's right because I could just be going to the store and getting some at home too.
Matt, what's going on with your thumb?
Well, I am fucking delirious trying to entertain a 10-week-old puppy, and I managed to slice my finger open on the foil of a wine bottle, which I can't even quite
that is
explain how that
difficult. That is
happened, but
impressive.
I managed to do that. I also opened the refrigerator looking for my wallet, and I also tried to lock my keyless car using my house key. For several minutes,
How do
couldn't
you
figure out
lose
why I
your
couldn't
wallet
get the
with
car
that wallet
locked.
chain?
Good call. Good call. Yeah, you know, the wallet chain was just one of the trends of the time that I was willing to get behind. Like I had friends that got their ears pierced. You know, that was kind of a popular thing to do around that same time, and I'm
Yeah,
so
it's not
glad
a
that I
thing
never
anymore.
did that.
It's not a thing anymore.
It's not. It all changes. You know, when
Yeah.
we were, this is a very sexist phrase, and we respect all women. So I'm in no way endorsing this.
Okay, let's
But
hear it.
For a
Tramp
long
stamps?
time,
You're gonna talk
the
about tramp stamps?
Right,
I
that
knew
was like
it.
a thing.
Yes.
But I will begrudgingly admit that I watch a lot of trashy reality TV shows with my wife, and now all the girls have like a tattoo between their boobs. And
I
I'd
hate
never
that.
seen that before, but that's like now I believe is now like that trend.
That's
girls
Rihanna's
get
fault.
they get the
I don't
like
mind
the
that trend.
I don't mind
is
it.
called what's like the bull
A septum
nose-
piercing.
Septum piercing.
septum. Okay, I thought that was the right word, but it sounds like a dirtier word, so I didn't want to say it. But yeah, the septum piercing is another thing.
It's
that,
called the
like,
sodomy piercing.
well.
No, that's a different piercing.
Anyway, my point is putting a chain on my wallet. That was something I could easily commit to. I don't think I was actually afraid that anyone was going to steal my wallet, but it was probably in some music videos that I saw.
You guys
and
know
I thought
that.
it was cool.
Yeah.
You guys know the band Skid Row, right? 18
Sure.
in life, you got it. Well, the guitar player had that fucking nose ring that was chained to his ear.
There you go. That's
that
rough,
shit
man.
probably got messy
With some
at
Xerxes
times.
shit.
That's some straight up Xerxes shit. That guy was the first Xerxes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
because the chain would be attached to like a belt loop or something, right? Or a little clip on your pocket.
I don't know, but I know you got it at Miller's Outpost.
You do. You do get it at Miller's
That
Outpost.
is where you procure your chain wallet. Is
Yeah.
Miller's Outpost.
And like
You
you
know
would,
where I got mine? It was a
Better be
place
Miller's
that
Outpost. remember?
JC
it
Penney.
wasn't. No, it wasn't. But it's
JCPenney.
another place that maybe only the four of us will recognize the name. 'cause it's a
Tilly.
Valley place.
Wait.
Urban's.
California. Go ahead.
You're getting close.
Cal-
Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Paxson.
It's Paxson.
PacSun. Yes.
Paxson.
Val Surf.
Oh, okay.
That's the PacSun of the Valley, though.
Yeah.
That's some real Valley shit. The Orange
Right?
County version of that is Jack's.
Yeah. And so you would put, because the chain is on display
Yeah.
at all times. So that
It really lets the burglar know where your money is.
yeah, it really does. I
Well,
don't know if that was.
We also got to a
Very
level where
effective.
it was like some guys just weren't down with just the chain. Like I remember there were people who did like a bike chain as the chain.
Oh.
It was like I don't have the run of the mill chain that you can get at the
Wow.
Miller's Outpost.
Well,
I
wow.
customize.
You get
That's some
stylized chain.
steampunk shit right there.
Yeah.
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 Were any of us ever in a steampunk?
No,
Oh, no.
I like looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested in it, but
Yeah.
I don't want to be ensconced in it.
No.
Yeah.
I'll watch an episode of TV where somebody wants to modify their car to look steampunk, and I'll go, huh? How about that?
Yeah.
And then I'm all set.
Well, Matt, I'm sorry that you hurt your fingy.
Oh yeah, it's all right. You know, honestly, it's mostly because I have to use my hands, so the cut just kind of keeps reopening, and it's driving me crazy. So I'm just keeping the Band-Aid on it, just to kind
Yeah.
of keep it together.
What kind of Band-Aid is that? Because that's not just a
It's
regular.
like a
Band-Aid.
fucking Halloween. It's a Halloween Band-Aid. My
course.
wife actually bought. It's like a skull and crossbones. Let's
Oh,
The
that's
other-
scary. Badass, man.
typical.
I wasn't planning
typical
on-
Fondelier purchase.
I wasn't planning on telling this, but just since Band-Aids got brought up, the other morning
I brought Band-Aids up earlier.
Yeah,
I had a big
you
old
did.
sticker of a Band-Aid. How much more Band-Aid talk do we need to unlock this story?
Well, okay. I was trying to resist because my
we
wife
also talked about bands.
my wife
Yeah.
will hate me telling this story, so I've been trying to resist, but I can't anymore. The other morning, I was sitting around.
Let it burn.
I was sitting around and I was making stupid comments, and my wife was just shooting me like looks that were like just shooting me daggers, but like whatever. It was all in a joking manner. And then at a certain point, my son said that he needed a Band-Aid, and she said, "I will go get you a crayon Band-Aid." And I shouted "Cran-Aid," and
Yes.
she is so
Yes.
pissed about
I
it.
thought of
Thank
Cran-Aid.
She looked over at me like,
Yes.
"Don't you bring that bullshit in this house?" And I was like, "Honey, that's what pays the bills."
Yes, I love it.
Cran-Aid.
Yeah.
Of course.
So then I waited until probably 8 hours later, and then I made a meme of Leonardo DiCaprio pointing, and it just said "Cran-Aid," and I sent it to her, and she was like, "I will beat you up."
I love it.
It's fine.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cran-Aid.
All right, last comment. Andrea.
So stupid.
Andrea Owen Wilson. Wow.
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 Andrea says she just posted. Look, just when I thought the Glizzy chapter was closed, there's also a thing called a chili corn dog.
You know what? When I saw this picture, I didn't even see the name of who posted it, and the first thing I thought was, "Wow."
I'm down.
Really?
Yes, I want to do that.
I'm
I-
down for this too.
This is amazing.
So that what they did is they took a hot dog. A corn dog. Excuse me. On the stick, they cut a slit into it and they butterfly this corn dog, so it's still intact on one end though, and then just fill it
Yeah.
up with chili and cheese, and it looks divine.
I am all for it.
Here's what I'm going to say, though. And I know that a certain listener did not like me bringing this up in my previous show on the Patreon show, but beware the food that contains non-food item inside of it. That chili corn glizzy sounds amazing until you're biting down on a stick.
I know I've eaten enough corn dogs in my life to
You can
know.
navigate a corn
to know what
dog.
I'm
You can
doing.
navigate a
Yeah,
chili
I guess
corn dog.
But
You're
here's
right,
the thing:
you're right,
they
you're
did
right.
do it wrong in the sense like, why stop there? Why open the corn dog? Why not take
Put it
a-
inside.
Well, here's the thing.
Fry it with the fucking chili inside. And the way you do
Okay,
it
so
is you
that-
freeze. You have to freeze the chili and then get the breading to fucking stay around it. So then when you deep fry it,
This
you're
guy.
cooking the chili and the corn dog at the same time.
Get-
So it's the exact right temperature.
Can-
Now,
who-
now you're
who's
playing
miss-
4D chess,
That's how you
Dawson.
say
Yeah,
it on there.
who gives out the Nobel Peace Prize?
The
Because
Swedes.
Dawson can somebody submit what Dawson
And you
just
know what
said?
you can do?
Hey, Sweden.
Just to keep
listen
Or
that
up.
Peabody
frozen
award. I don't know
sticks
what
on
award.
There, you can wrap it in a piece of bacon to hold it on.
Okay, now it's just getting to Kooky Town. But here's the thing, Chris, is that I would argue that with the
We've
chili
arrived.
cheese corn dog, you can remove the stick because it's no longer a practical stick food.
But
You're
you can-
moved back into a corn dog.
The corn
shape
dog just becomes
to-
a bun.
a hot dog, basically, right?
Yes.
So the stick no longer needs to be there, Matt. So there is
But-
no reason to beware.
I know
Aha.
that is also true, but I do want the chili inside of the batter now. I love corn
Yeah.
dog batter. It's probably my
Yeah.
favorite batter.
Hot dog on a stick.
Have we done
that's
best batter?
It's probably
No.
Aaron
Corey
Judge.
is-
Which batter is batter?
Aaron Judge.
Oh yeah, well, Judge is a very good batter. Yeah,
Jose
we
Canseco.
should throw in baseball
Yeah,
batters.
let's not.
into
We
the
got
mix.
to save this for another time. I'm writing it down right now.
Best batter.
up.
Mark McGuire.
Batter up.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's an asterisk there.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll get into best batter because I definitely have opinions. But anyway, those are our comments. Thanks to everybody for writing in.
Well done, everybody.
Yes,
that was the
you were great.
montage of our show.
That was it. Really, the comments
That
are our
is- it's the
montage.
montage of our show. Yeah.
Yes. All right, now it's time to go around and get our plugs in because we want to suggest things for you guys to check out. So, I'll start with Matt. Matt, what could you possibly want to plug?
Yeah, it has not come up yet at all on this show. But let me just say that I have been writing my little tookus off for a new extension of the Sword and Scale universe called Sword and Scale Nightmares, true crime for bedtime. A little bit of a shorter format, but super scary. I'm really proud of some of what I've been turning in, and I think it's going to be a great show. It starts on Thursday, but you can already subscribe, preferably on iTunes or Spotify if you could. And I would really appreciate it if you did that. And I'll keep everyone posted as the episodes that I've written have aired. But there are some incredibly talented writers that work on that show. And I'm telling you, if you're into true crime at all, please check it out. Sword and Scale Nightmares.
Why iTunes and Spotify?
I'm not sure, but that's what the executive producer asked that I put out there. So maybe it has something to do with the metrics.
Sure.
But that is just what he said.
Is
So-
it not Apple Podcasts anymore?
It is.
Oh, maybe that's what he meant. Then you're right. Apple Podcasts or Spotify. You're
Right. iTunes is no
Such a-
longer.
Correct.
Old man.
iTunes has not been a thing for several years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, listen, I'm still here with my chain wallet. So what do I know?
Dude, I'm just pumping Save Ferris over here, so
Yeah.
we're down.
All right. Das, what's up with you?
I'm still flying high off of this yesterday's movie night.
Yeah. It was good.
It was a lot
awesome.
of fun.
That was a good time.
And it's an upbeat movie, and it's a movie that if you've seen before, you certainly haven't seen it in 20 years. Watch Rocky 4 with us with fresh eyes.
Yeah. And look, there's not a ton of dialogue in it, so if you want to hear some talking, we'll
And,
do it.
and there's solid Stallone impressions all the way through. It's really a masterpiece. So it'd be really awesome if you would just log in, sign up for the Patreon show. You don't have to go as far as movie night, but sign up for the Patreon show. We take the Thursday Patreons very seriously. We take this show very seriously as we can.
Yes. Very seriously.
But we really understand that you're paying for it, and so we all kind of go that grudging extra mile for you.
And Dawson, I'd like to just build on that by saying no matter what tier you subscribe to, you instantly get the back catalog. So there's been over 20 movies. There's been over 100, I think 140 or 50 episodes at this point. So it's like you can sign up for. I mean, I hope you don't do this, but you could just sign up for a month, download everything, and then dip.
Yeah, you totally can.
Gary, what the hell are you doing, bro? What's going on, man?
You could even just sign up for movie night.
$5, Chris.
Watch
It's a
Rocky
fucking new
4
day
with
around
us.
here. Do whatever you want. We ride it done.
But no, if
$5. Let's tell you, bro.
we could use the support if you if you like this show and you have $5 a month to add,
Or just $5.
go to the Patreon. Go to the Patreon. The shows are good. We do bring it, and it's really fucking nice to hang out with my bros. And I miss
we wanna
Kaylin.
Same, man. Likewise.
But this is always good and a lot of fun, and you never know what's gonna fucking happen on this show. And sometimes there's just fucking gold.
Can confirm.
And I think we found gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, I know you said you miss Kalen. He's still with us. He's just not on this episode.
I miss him not here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes. I sometimes say things that
he did not.
No. Kalen's still here. He's just not here now.
He didn't die. No. As for Gary, what's your plug?
I got nothing.
Okay. And then don't worry about him. And then
What was that?
as for
Look at
as for
Maddie's
me,
dog in the
Oh,
back.
yeah.
My little pup's coming in.
Come on,
Tegan's coming
Torch.
back in. Get in here, you.
Get in here, Torture.
Oh, what happened? Oh, did they?
They're on camera.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh.
Hey Julie.
If you're
Tiki
watching,
and Taco. Hey, Julie.
if those dogs fight back, I'm gonna lose my mind. They're
Oh,
so
that's so
All right,
cute.
the whole
cute
family.
pup.
I bet they fucking love each other, dude. That's badass.
He said they
Yeah,
effing love each other.
It was the weird emphasis
Ing.
on the wrong syllable.
And then as for me, please check out. There's a really great Hooters in Fountain Valley right off the 405. So please go check that out. Excellent wings. All right, and bikinis. That will do it for the water cooler. We'll be back for Patreon later this week for an extra episode. We'll see you there. We love you. Goodbye.